Elizabeth, and I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I'm going to talk to you about self-defense tips for women. So there's this ongoing joke, if you will, about women and how they like to go to the bathroom together in a group. And I don't think that this is just because women like to gossip or do their hair or their makeup. I think that it is unconsciously or even sometimes consciously a survival instinct, because when you're with a group or a pack, you're less likely to be preyed on. Another thing that I'd like to bring up is that sometimes young ladies' parents or family or whoever will be concerned about them going out at night or driving at night or going places alone, and this is where what I'm going to talk to you about is going to kind of tie in, because I don't think that people should live in fear or should have to avoid doing things because that something might happen to them. So that doesn't mean like to put yourself in imminent danger, but I think you deserve to have your freedoms and should still be able to enjoy life. So I have some tips for you on how to prevent an attack or help reduce the chances of it happening. Obviously, anything could happen at any time, so it's good to be prepared mentally for something if it were to happen. So I have be aware of what's going on around you. So this means to observe, look for any kind of suspicious behavior. If you notice somebody following you, whether it be while you're walking or whether you're driving, don't drive straight home. And if you find someone is following you, go to populated areas, parking lots. Don't take routes where you are less likely to be seen. Pay attention to things going around you, sounds, just feeling that sense of your instincts heightening, knowing that you are feeling watched or followed. Look confident. So that would mean like having your shoulders back, looking up, making eye contact, body is straight. This makes it less likely for you to be attacked. When you are looking down or you're shrugged or you're making yourself appear meek, people are more likely to prey on you because it looks like you're submissive and like you won't defend yourself if something's going to happen. So even if you are afraid or you aren't a very boisterous and aggressive sort of person, you still want to appear that way because people are less likely to attack you. So 55% of the message you're sending out is all in your body language and how you carry yourself. Only 38% of it is your tone and like vocal things, and only 7% are the words you say. So how you are carrying yourself means everything. So make eye contact with people, and if someone is suspicious coming towards you or you feel like something bad's about to happen, keep looking forward, looking at them. Don't shrink down. Okay? And then speak up. This is going to discourage the attacker because they know that you're not going to be an easy target. So it's a statistic that people are less likely to try to rape you if you yell stop as they're coming towards you, or whether they're grabbing you or whatever is going on. They're less likely to do it if you yell stop because it increases the chances of them getting caught. People tend to commit immoral acts if they don't have to put a lot of effort into it and if they think they can get away with it. So you want to make all the noise that you can, make a scene. People are less likely to respond to if you yell rape. So some things that grab attention would be yell fire or call 911. It's very unfortunate, but it's how it is, and so you want to do whatever it takes to keep yourself safe. And then you want to, if you feel uncomfortable or even just paranoid, anything, you should move to well-populated areas there is a bystander effect. It means that people are less likely to do wrong if they are being watched. That could mean anything like throwing trash on the ground. Another thing is when police go to investigate someone and they're trying to decide whether someone is just mentally unstable or whether they just decided to do wrong. One of the ways that they challenge this is they evaluate the person and ask if they believe that they would do the same act if a police officer was standing right there. So if the answer is yes, they would, maybe they lack a conscience, and perhaps they might have some mental instability, anything like that. Most people are going to say no, that they wouldn't. Okay? So that would mean that if you go where there are people, the person is less likely to attack you. Another thing is staying in well-lit areas so you can be seen, and if you're in college campuses, they have those on-call buttons that you can hit, so just be aware of these things. Also, be ready. So when you are traveling to your car or trying to get into your house or your apartment or wherever you are, have your keys ready to get in the door. And not just have them get ready for door, but you can hold them in a way that you can use them as a weapon if necessary. So you could hold them down as an eye gauge, or you could put it between your fingers like an eye gauge. So I've also been told about these things called knuckle dusters, and they have like prongs on them to aim for people's eyes. Also, know how to make a fist. So thumb goes on the outside, not inside, because you don't want to break your thumb, and you're hitting with your knuckles. When you're going to fight back with an attacker, don't always think that kicking him in his man parts is going to do the trick, because some people are prepared for this and they're wearing a cup or they've braced themselves, and it's also very expectable because you think about the phrase kick him where it hurts. Okay, so some good things to go for would be the nose, the eyes, the back of the knee, and the back of the foot. And there are things that the lower parts are obviously hard to brace. Eyes are going to distract them for a bit because they're not going to be able to see, and the nose is a very small but painful area. So keep that in mind. If you do find yourself being like kidnapped or they're trying to force you into a vehicle, spread your body out. Make it as difficult as you can for them to put you in the car, because this buys you time to be seen, and it discourages them because now you're putting up a fight. They have to put in more effort. They might get caught, and it helps you. If you get put into the car, try to disable the vehicle. This could mean like if you have a button or a hair clip or some gum or anything that you can stick inside the ignition, do so, because then you guys are stuck right there and you have a chance to get out the car. Another thing is if they're driving, you can put the car in park, and though it may cause an accident, you will be able to get out of the vehicle. And if you're put into the back seat, try to attack them from behind. Do anything you have to get out of the situation. If you're put into the trunk, there are usually a lever to open up the trunk, but if you can't find that, there are these wires that are in the brake lights, and they're towards the end corners of the car, and you want to kick them out, grab them, rip them out, because that's going to take the brake lights out, and that's going to increase the chances of the police stopping because they'll see the brake lights are out. So that concludes the self-defense tips. I hope that you'll find these helpful and that you will be confident and assertive when you're out, even if you don't necessarily feel that way. It takes practice. Don't be afraid of hurting people's feelings. And a lot of people don't report when they have been raped. And that is very sad. I think that some of it is fear and being afraid that you might get attacked again. Some of it is feeling embarrassed or ashamed. Sometimes it's somebody you know, and you don't want to get them in trouble for whatever reason, or you feel like it's your own fault. And so I just think it's a good idea to play it smart and play it safe when you're out and do what you've got to do to keep yourself out of harm's way. And so thank you for watching and stay safe.